Hello, students. Good morning. How are you all? Good? How's your health? No one is suffering? That's great that no one is suffering. I thank God that you all are safe at home. So, shall we start with our lesson now? Internet surfing. So, our lesson's name is Internet surfing. So, our lesson's name is Internet surfing, and we are going to start with the Internet surfing. So, it's our lesson number 11, Internet surfing. So, what is an internet? Internet is a Internet is a worldwide publicly accessible network, so made up of thousands of interconnected computers networks. So the computer on the internet communicate with each other using the transmission control protocol or internet protocol. The short form of it is TCP or IP. So the TCP is, I can ask you here one question: what is the full form of a TCP, or what is the full form of IP? So what is the full form of a TCP? TCP is nothing but a transmission control protocol, and IP, it is an internet protocol. So even I can ask you one more question over here which arises. So which protocol is used for internet communication? So you can give it transmission control protocol or internet protocol. Now next point of our lesson is www. So www or W3 stands for World Wide Web. And who developed the World Wide Web? Tim Berners-Lee developed in the year 1989. Then initial, what was the purpose of World Wide Web? So the purpose was just to get communication among the members. So they wanted to communicate with the members in themselves. So they used network hypertext to facilitate communication among its members. People consider the internet and the web are same, but it is not so. What happens? The World Wide Web accessed through the internet. It is like many of the other features of the internet like email, etc. So what they are doing, people, they are using internet through a web browser. Okay. Then the next, www is a true example of a client server technology. So they are using a client server technology. And then how they are using this client server technology, let us know how they are using it. So what happens, the a person who uses internet uses a software known as web browsers and request for a document or a web page located somewhere on the web. So what there happens, we are turning on the internet. Then after turning on the internet, so if I want to find an information about any of the point, what I'll do, I'll open a software. For example, I can use browser, that is web, Chrome, Internet Explorer. These are nothing but the softwares. So there I'll apply for a, or I'll request for a document or any information whichever I want. So what the internet does, it searches in all over the web, and after searching it through all over the web, the document is being displayed on our screen, okay, in the form of a result. So here the internet acts as a host, whereas the browser acts as a client. Then the internet finds the information and gives to the cl- client. The total flow of information is controlled by a network protocol. The protocol used in the exchange is called as HTTP. So HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So what is the full form of HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. I may ask you here one more question which arises is nothing but the which protocol we are using it for the flow of information. We we are using HTTP. Now Web pages are written in markup languages. So markup language is a kind of a language called as HTML. What is the full form of HTML? Full form of HTML is Hypertext Markup Language. So what is the full form of HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. Now let us go for the next point of ours, multimedia. What does this point multimedia means? Any guesses, students? Multimedia. So multimedia is nothing but the a kind of a player or an application through which we can play audio songs, or we can play video songs, okay, or we can hear any audio recording, or videos we can see, we are watching movies, so many things we are doing these three. So what exactly is there in this multimedia, we'll see. The web has been a broadcast medium where we can listen to audio and enjoy video, both pre-recorded and live. So if they are pre-recorded, that also we can see. If they are audio, that also we can see. So both the things we can see. For example, we can visit the sites of a new organization and view the same videos shown in the news, or several plugins are available for viewing these videos. So plugins means nothing but the several applications, okay. Earlier, the entire multimedia files, which used to be quite large and took time in downloading, so had to be downloaded before viewing. Nowadays, what we are doing, we are downloading it side by side and we are watching it also. Both the things we can do it together. But sometimes what happens, there is an it sometimes the file is too big, so while downloading and while watching, the computer asks us to wait. So that is nothing but the buffering. What is it called as? A buffering. A small wait is called as a buffering. So what is the exact point for the same in our lesson? That is streaming media. What is it called as? Streaming media. So in this case, audio or video files are played as they are downloading or streaming into your computer. Only a small wait comes called as buffering. It's called before the file begins to play, which comes before the file for the playing. The Windows Media Player, Real Player and QuickTime. These plugins play streaming audio and video files. So what these things does, they play streaming video or audio files. Extensive files such as interviews, speeches, hearings and televised video clips work very well with these players. They are also ideal for the broadcast of real-time events. Now, what exactly it is there? Shockwave and Flash. So, Shockwave and Flash are plugins that offer the creation and implementation of an entire multimedia display, combining graphics, animation, and sounds. Live cameras. So live cameras are nothing but the web cameras. So live cameras are another aspect of the multimedia available on the web. Live cameras are video cameras that send their data in real time to a web server. So what it does, it sends the data to the real time and the web users. Understood what all things are there in the multimedia. In multimedia, what all things we saw plugins. Plugins are nothing but the different applications which we are using for the multimedia. So multimedia means what? It doesn't mean only audio or only video, it means both the things we can do. So what are the plugins which we are using nowadays? We are using multimedia, that is Windows Media Player, Real Player and QuickTime for the in the form of, not for the, it is in the form of a plugins to play streaming audio and video files. Then shockwaves and flashes. So what are these shockwaves and flashes? So these are also a plugins which offers a creation and implementation of an entire multimedia display. Now we'll go to real time communication. Now, real time communication is nothing but the audio, text, audio, and video communication which can happen in real time, or we can say online on the web. So, online we can do all these things. Nowadays, what all things you are doing online? You are using emails. Through emails, you are sending messages, you are receiving messages. Then, live chatting you are doing. Live chatting in mobile phones nowadays, many of them they are using WhatsApp, they are using uh, Facebook, many places they are using, so many things they are using. Okay, now let us see what all things are real time communication. Means what all things we can call it as a real time communication. So these capabilities allow people to conference and collaborate in real time. As its simplest, chat program allow multiple users to share with each other in real time. More enhanced real time communication offers an audio or video components. The real time communication tools include. So what is the real time communication includes? So it includes the chat, audio, video, file transfer, then document or application sharing. So these all comes under the real time communication. So what is there in chat? So what we does in chat, we are typing it in real time. What we are doing in real time, we are typing it. If I'm typing it here, within few seconds the same messages you are receiving it. So that is nothing, we are doing it in a real time. Within very less time you are receiving those messages. If you are online, then you will receive immediately, but if you are offline, then it will take little time. Okay, then audio. So audio conduct a telephonic conversation on web. So online calling we can do it. So again it comes in real time. Video call also we are doing it. So so we are viewing your audiences live. Then file transfer, we are sending the file back and forth among participants. So these can be done in real time also. Then documents or application sharing. So these documents and application sharing views and uses a program on another desktop machine. So these are nothing but your real time communication. Now, Skype. Skype is an example which we are using as a form of a real time. Most of the students, most of the people they are using Skype for a most probably for a video call or video conferencing, or we can say video call meetings. Most probably they are used in offices. Nowadays they have started using for the home purposes also. Those who people are living so far from us, like they are staying in foreign countries. So if they want to communicate, they are most probably having a video chat through Skype. So that is most commonly used, I can say. So now Skype is one of the most popular application or voice over internet protocol service. So it's a voice over internet protocol service. So which protocol service is most popular application, or we can say most probably we are using it. So we are using it Skype. So what it does, it allows you to instant messaging and make a voice and video calls. So we can instant message it and we can make an audio and video calls through Skype. So Skype uses on the internet for free. So whenever we are using a Skype, so it is online, we can use it for free. So you can even call people abroad, their phone calls, video calls, or for fairly adorable rates. So here it the rates of the calling is very less. So most of them they are using this Skype because you are calling it online, and if you are going through a regular call basis, it takes a lot of money. So it's better for us to call through online and the best medium is Skype. Then what do you need to set up a Skype? So we all need high speed internet, then speakers, headphones, and a microphone. So these all things we are which are required for the which are required for our Skype. So even we require headphone or speaker, and even we can call it on loudspeaker also. But this requires these things. A web camera is needed if you want to make a video calls. Nowadays in our mobiles we are having all these facilities. Inbuilt cameras are there. We can upload this Skype application. Even through this Skype we can connect with the sorry even with this mobile we can connect with the network. So these facilities are present in our smartphones. Then install the software for the web camera. So if we are using externally any web camera, for that we have to install the application in our mobile. Then we have to plug in the web cameras to our computer. So these all things we are needed before we set up a Skype. So I'll repeat the same thing again. What all things are required for setting up an Skype? So we require a high speed internet connection. We require speakers or headphones or a microphone. Then we require a web camera. Then if we are using a web camera, then that web camera should be installed installed in our computer. So nowadays we are having all these things in the form of a built-in. We are having Skype of two types. What are the two types of a Skype? There are two versions of a Skype. That is Skype for Windows, then Skype for Mac. So these things will be continuing the Skype in the next video. I'll repeat the things what all we saw today. So today we saw Skype. Today we have started with our new lesson, that is surfing internet. Then in surfing internet we saw which protocol is being used for internet. We are using TCP or IP protocol. Then World Wide Web. So what is this World Wide Web? World Wide Web is nothing but the web. So people they are considering internet and web are same, but it is not so, because internet we are turning it on, and that the webs are nothing but the different kinds of softwares we are using for that. Then multimedia in multimedia point, what all we saw: streaming media, buffering, shockwave, and flash. Then live cameras we are using it. Then real time communication. Real time communication means what? The communication we are doing it in real along with each other. That all things we are doing it through chat, audio, video, file transfer, and document application. Then the next we saw Skype. What is this Skype and what all things we require? So it is just a popular application, okay, used for audio video calls or messaging online. There are two versions of a Skype, that is Skype for Windows and Skype for Mac. So that's it for the day. So the remaining part of our lesson will be continuing in our next video. So have a good day ahead.